and welcome to all the TYBSc students. I hope in the previous lecture or previous video of Paul Anderson, you have get the brief idea about the genetics and plant breeding, or especially the Mendelian genetics, which is nicely explained by the Paul Anderson. Now, now onwards, we will start the actual study of our paper 9, genetics and plant breeding, and in that we will start to study the first unit, Mendelism or Mendelian genetics, in which we are going to study this entire unit in three different subunits, in which the first subunit is we will study the introduction about the Mendel and his work in brief, and afterwards we will study the definition of the genetics, and then some basic terminologies which are used in the genetics. Then afterwards, in the second subunit, we will study the work uh, done by the Mendel, in which he had proposed some laws, that is three different laws related to the inheritance. So on the basis of principle of inheritance, Mendel stated three different laws. First law is law of dominance, then second one is the law of segregation, third one is the law of independent assortment. Then in the last and third subunit, in which uh, different forms of the gene interaction, there are total 8 different forms of gene interaction, in which we are going to study for our syllabus only two different forms, that is A, that is complementary gene interaction, and the second one is the supplementary gene interaction. In today's lecture, we are going to study the brief introduction about the Mendel and his work, and some basic terminologies which are used in the genetics. Uh, First of all, we will study the definition of the genetics. So, genetics is the branch of biology which is uh, which is uh, concerned with the study of genes, genetic variation, and heredity in the organism. जीवशास्त्राची अशी एक शाखा जिच्यामध्ये गुणसूत्रे, गुणसूत्रांमधले फरक आणि त्या फरकांमुळे जीवाच्या बाह्य स्वरूपामध्ये होणारे बदल आणि अनुवंशिकतेमध्ये सुद्धा होणारे बदल ह्या शाखेमध्ये म्हणजेच जेनेटिक्स मध्ये अभ्यासले जातात. नाउ वी टर्न टुवर्ड्स द information about the pioneering worker in the genetics, that is Gregor John Mendel, who is the Australian monk who born on 20th July 1822, and he studied the inheritance of the traits in pea plant. वाटाण्याच्या ज्या शेंगा आहेत तर त्या ह्याच्यामध्ये म्हणजेच पायझम सटायवम मध्ये मेंडेलने खूप वर्क केलेला आहे. देन ही डेव्हलप्ड द लॉ ऑफ डिफरंट लॉज ऑफ इनहेरिटन्स. Mendel's work was not recognized until the 18th century. मेंडेलचं जे काही वर्क होतं ते 19th सेंचुरी मध्ये म्हणजे 19व्या शतकामध्येच जास्त अभ्यासलं गेलं, लोकांच्या समोर आलं, प्रकाशित झालं. काही सायंटिस्टने भरपूर त्याच्यावरती अभ्यास केला आणि देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स बाय रेकग्नायझिंग द प्रॉपर work of the genetics which is done by the Mendel, then the scientists and peoples called him the father of the genetics. In 12th standard, we have studied Mendel's work, which type of experiments he had plotted, which type of strategies used by the Mendel in his experiments, and also I will provide the information about Mendel and his work briefly in my notes also. Now we turn towards the different terminologies which are used by the Mendel in his work. Uh, First one is the gene, that is मराठीमध्ये त्याला आपण जनुक असं म्हणतो. तर हे जनुक कुठं असतात, म्हणजे काय असतं, तर त्याची डेफिनेशन आपण पहिल्यांदा बघू. इट इज द युनिट ऑफ इनहेरिटन्स रिप्रेझेंटिंग अ पर्टिक्युलर कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक. जनुक जे आहे हे एक विशिष्ट प्रकारचा जे काय आपलं बाह्य स्वरूप आहे त्याच्यातला एखादा गुण असेल. म्हणजे आपण जसं दिसतो, आपल्यामध्ये भरपूर कॅरेक्टर्स आहे. आपलं नाक असं दिसतं, डोळे असे दिसतात, चेहऱ्याचा बांधा असा आहे, किंवा पर्टिक्युलरली स्किन कलर असा आहे. तर अशा प्रकारचे वेगवेगळे कॅरेक्टर्स प्लांट्स मध्ये देखील वेगवेगळे लीफ टाईप असेल किंवा फ्लॉवर्स असतील, तर त्या पर्टिक्युलर मॉर्फॉलॉजीसाठी किंवा बाह्य स्वरूपासाठी कारणीभूत असणारा पर्टिक्युलर कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. इट इज द युनिट ऑफ इनहेरिटन्स रिप्रेझेंटिंग पर्टिक्युलर characteristic, and it is located in the chromosome and formed of a DNA segment. DNA segment. It was termed as a factor or determiner. मेंडेलनं आपल्या सुरुवातीच्या एक्सपेरिमेंट मध्ये जीन असं डायरेक्टली नाव न देता त्याला फॅक्टर असं संबोधित केलेलं होतं. तर हा जो काही पर्टिक्युलर जीन आहे हा डीएनए सेगमेंट असतो, जो क्रोमोझोम वरती म्हणजेच गुणसूत्रांवरती, आपल्या गुणसूत्रांवरती तो प्रेझेंट असतो. पर्टिक्युलर डीएनए सेगमेंट विच इज लोकेटेड ऑन दी क्रोमोझोम. आणि हा जो काही क्रोमोझोम आहे तो कुठं असतो, तर ही पर्टिक्युलर सेल आहे, आणि ह्या सेल मध्ये केंद्रक म्हणजेच न्यूक्लियस, आणि त्या न्यूक्लियस मध्ये ही सगळी गुणसूत्र असतात. आता ह्या गुणसूत्रांबद्दल आपण क्रोमोझोम स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये सुद्धा आपण ह्याचा डिटेल मध्ये अभ्यास करणार आहोत. ह्या केंद्रकामध्ये किंवा न्यूक्लियस मध्ये हे क्रोमोझोम्स असतात, आणि ह्या क्रोमोझोम वरती भरपूर असे डीएनए सेगमेंट्स असतात, विच आर particularly termed as genes. Okay, now you got the idea and actual location of the gene or particular DNA segment. Now we turn towards the second terminology, that is allele or allelomorph. Mendel stated that two genes, that is factors, two different factors representing two alternatives of a character are present on two separate chromosomes of a homologous pair, but at the same loci or same location or a position. For example, in a gene pair of capital T, small t, T represents on one chromosome, and small t, capital T represents on one chromosome, and small t on the other chromosome, but at the same locus or position. Each of them is called allele to the other. The capital T is an allele to the small t, and vice versa. Here we can see the homologous pair of the chromosome. on which two different alleles, one allele is responsible for the purple flower and the second allele is responsible for the white flower, which are present at the same loci or same position. That is, two or more alternative forms of a gene at the same loci of a homologous pair of chromosomes and controlling same character are called as allele or allelomorph. Now we turn towards the third important terminology, that is genotype and phenotype. Uh, the genotype refers to the genetic makeup or genetic constitution of an organism, and the phenotype indicates the external appearance of an organism. Here the example, that is capital T and capital T small t are phenotypically, means morphologically, uh, same tall plants, but genotypically different, as one is, that is capital T is pure tall plant and the capital T small t is hybrid tall plant. Here we can see the particularly in this picture the difference between phenotype and genotype. This is the morphological appearance of the uh, phenotype, morphological appearance of the organism, that is phenotype, and this is the particular gene sequence or particular chromosome which is responsible for the external appearance of the organism, that is genotype. Okay. Fourth terminology is homozygous and heterozygous. Every organism possesses two genes or alleles, uh, which we have seen in the second terminology, alleles, for every characters. If in an organism the two genes, that is alleles for a particular characteristic or character are identical, for example capital T and or small t, that means two identical, both are same, alleles are same, then it is said to be pure or homozygous. That is, homo means the same and zygo means a pair. Similarly, if the organism possesses contrasting genes or alleles for a particular character, for example capital T small t, it is said to be impure or heterozygous. That is, hetero means different and zygo means a pair. Here we can see the homozygous difference between homozygous and heterozygous. Here homozygous means same pair, identical alleles are there, and here the alleles are different, that means heterozygous. Now we turn towards the fifth terminology, that is dominant and recessive. Here a heterozygote possesses two contrasting genes, say capital T and small t, but only one of the two is able to express itself, that is tallness, while the other remains hidden, that is dwarfness. The gene which is able to express in one hybrid, here the T, capital T, is known as the dominant gene, that means which expresses itself is the dominant, while the other gene which is unable to express itself, here the small t in the presence of dominant gene is called as recessive gene. In Mendel's experiment, he had studied different dominant and recessive traits. Here from this picture you can get a proper idea which how many different characters or traits which are studied by Mendel in Poisson sativum. These are the dominant traits and these are the recessive traits which are studied by the Mendel in Poisson sativum. Now the sixth important and common terminology, that is hybrid. Uh, it is defined as a progeny resulting from a cross between two parents differing at least in a single character. That is, here we can see in this picture the homozygous parents, that is capital R, a red flowered plant, and white small r, white colored white flowered plant. After hybridization, it produces a hybrid of capital R, small r, pink flowered plant. Now you get the proper idea about the terminology hybrid. Now we turn towards the seventh important terminology, that is reciprocal cross. It is the second cross, that is after first cross, the second cross involving same genotype as the first first cross, but the sexes, that is sexes are reversed. Here we can see in these two different pictures. In the first cross, the male is male Poisson sativum plant is having round seeds, and the female plant has having wrinkled seeds. After getting the first cross, in the second cross, the sexes are reversed. That means a round seeded plant is of female and wrinkled seeded plant is of male. So this is the reciprocal cross. The remaining terminologies and the different laws of inheritance stated by or proposed by the Mendel, we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.